Everybody with me? Gray screen. All right. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to keep checking. I'm going to keep checking back and forth. Yeah, I hear you. All right. We're going to go. Slideshow. Okay, here we are. This is what we're going to go over tonight, guys. I hope you're hearing me. And I've got a lot of stuff here. And I think you're going to learn a lot. So most of you know me. I've been in internet marketing 8 years, owned a business for 35 years, been a marketer for 35 years. So I've been around the block, and I tell it like it is. So why should you listen to me? Because I think I'm one of the few people that's going to tell you the truth. And we're going to go over why I think Craigslist education is the biggest opportunity online right now. And I'm going to go over Craigslist cash cow software, how it works, why it works so well with schools, what schools are the best to work with. In other words, how can you get a hold of the owner and sell them the easiest and the fastest, how to get a client, how to charge schools, and then we're going to switch over and go into dentists, why they're the perfect client. One of the reasons is they have money, and I'll prove it to you. I'm going to tell you what to sell them, and then I'm actually going to go over how I sell a dental assistant school. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I figured, why not? You know, I mean, you guys deserve to make some really good money too, and you know, there's plenty for everybody. So I hope you enjoy this part. I'm going to go into license agreements, no license agreements, which states need them, which states don't. How do you find a dentist? How you follow up with them? How you close them? What you charge them? How to get a list? I recently started a call center in India. It's going pretty good. We just started, but you know, I'll go into that a little bit. Personally, I'm going to start my own online school and not just sell dental assistant school, but you know, internet marketing training and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to go over the license rules for offline compared to online schools, why I think online schools are the fastest way to make a lot of money right now, and why video is the new email, how to sell video, the best video platform to use, and then links to everything I'm talking about. Okay. I'm going to check and see if everybody's with me. Take out a slideshow and advance manually. Okay. I do it. Okay. I guess everybody's still with me. Now, we're going to talk about the Craigslist software, which I don't know how many of you have it, but I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. Craigslist has full-time coders working on people like me to keep me from making my life and your life easier, which means making more money. So right now, this is the platform that we have, which you'll look at the top part here. that allows you to have all your accounts in the drop-down, put your password in, log out. It's just like you're on Craigslist. It shows your IP address. It doesn't change the IP address. You can log out, log on. You can clear your cache from the file. So that was our first version. And I told Ali, my developer, that I have too much business, and I can't just sit here all day and post or even monitor other people. So I need to have it automated. So he's been working at least 2 months, night and day. He's got it really close to the auto renew and auto posting done. And because most of my reposts, I have a lot more reposts than renews, because I don't follow up and renew every couple days, and they don't always put a renew button. I don't know why, but they will put a repost button. But the problem with a repost is it's almost like posting new. You have to go through all the fields and all the windows, and even sometimes go get your email link clicked on and verified. So it's a big process. It's probably why they do it. But that's what I needed the most, and so that's what Ali is probably 95% done with. He's got the hour part done, and he's finishing up with the date down at the bottom. So it'll work where you log into your account, and these two reposts are ready to repost. You just have to either click on them manually, or with this, you can set it to an hour. In an hour from now, it'll go through and repost the one account, go back and repost the other account. And then the version after that, it's also going to go into your email account and click on the link, so you don't even have to verify the email account. And then the final phase will be where he integrates it with proxy rental, so the software will only post once it finds the city that you want it to post in. So right now, Craigslist has had a lot of changes, and one is that they mess with the timing. When you go from one window to the next, they automatically put some code in there to screw up your times. So we're having a hard code. In other words, put code in for exact times, like a 1 minute, a 60-minute hard code, 120-minute hard code, so that Craigslist can't keep changing things on us. But so that's where we are now, and here's what's going to happen. Renew ads are real easy because it's just one click and it renews. It's really the easiest way, but they don't give a lot of renew ads. They're going to more repost ads because it's harder. And then sometimes you repost and you don't have to click on your email link, and sometimes you do, so we're going to add that. And then the biggie that is the most important part is that if you're in multiple cities around the country, you don't want to be looking for proxy rentals IP for that city, because it can take 5 to 10 minutes to find that city's IP, and that's just too much time if you're trying to post 20 or 30 times a day. So we're going to automate that so it logs on the proxy rentals interface, goes through the cities, and when it finds the city, it tells the auto poster to go ahead and post, which is what Clad Genius does. And then we're going to add tokens so that you can add tokens to your posts, which will make them unique. And then we're going to add an Excel macro, so you can put all your ads in an Excel file, and that'll be integrated with the software so that it can pull your ads out and you don't have to copy and paste them. They'll all be there basically inside the software, but in an Excel sheet. And when that happens, you're good to go. You're all going to get rich, because I'm going to tell you how. So, is everybody with me? Let's see. Okay, is this both? Paul, I'm going to go over everything. Just bear with me. I have an awful lot to go. I'm going to go over start a school, do lead gen for a school, start your own online school, the whole shooting match. So that's the software. I wish I could tell you it was totally and completely done now, but this isn't easy. So it brings me back to when somebody tells you that they have an automatic poster on Craigslist, just look at them and say, you are full of shit, because it can't be done unless you spend weeks or months doing it, because Craigslist is almost daily or weekly changing things. So whatever you buy that says they're an auto poster, you're going to have to pay that company, because the companies have to have a full-time person updating the code, okay? So just, that's a tip that will keep you from buying software you shouldn't buy. Okay, so that's what it's going to do. I hope by next week the reposting ads will be done. Then the week after, the email login. I think he's already done the integration, I think. And then these two will be a couple months down the road. But it's going to take constant work to keep it up and running, just like Cloud Genius does, which, as far as I know, it is the only software that actually works. Okay, next. As you know, I think that selling leads to schools, smaller schools, is the easiest and fastest way to make, $1,000 to $1,500 a month. And of course, I'm going to prove it to you, because I just did that last week with one phone call. So, a lot of you have been asking me, well, where do we find the schools, and how do we call them, and where's the list? Well, here it is. It took me a long time to find out, because the schools that you want to contact are not any of the big schools. You don't want any tech schools. You don't want any colleges. You want individual, private, post-secondary schools that, like, dental assistant school, hairdressing school, truck driver school. You want all these little schools, because the owner is just sitting there twiddling his thumbs, trying to figure out how he can compete against the schools and the tech colleges, and they have no idea that he can just beat them up all day long using Craigslist. And of course, you never mention Craigslist, believe me. They'll all try to get it out of you, but just don't mention it. So anyway, this is all 50 states in the department under the State Department of Education that handles these smaller type schools and grants them a license. So it took me a long time to find this list. Here's an example of one of them. This is Colorado, and these are the post-secondary in-state occupational schools that are perfect for what we do. You can see some of them are dental assisting schools, some are barbering schools, real estate schools. They all need more students, and they will pay you. I don't know how much. Some will pay you more than others, but these lists are the best, because when you call, you're going to get right to the owner or the manager. There's no layer to go through, and they either want more students and will pay for them, or they don't. There's no hem-hawing around. well, call me back and give me information, just say, forget it then. I'll move on down the street and sell your competitor. And that's how I talk to them. And so let's see if everything's okay. Will we get a recording of this? Yes, you will, Phil. It is recording now because there's an awful lot that I'm going to go over. A ton. All right. So let's keep going. So that's how you get these schools. And they're in every state. Some schools have, 1,000 of them, and Colorado has 354. So, but there's plenty of these schools out there. And I'm going to show you how to talk to them and close them here in a second. Here is the last guy that I closed. He is a dentist. He's in North Carolina. I was looking at the list of schools in North Carolina that had this type of license, and I saw that this particular dental school had 4 locations that they had licenses in. It turns out they have 7 licenses in North Carolina and South Carolina. And I just looked at them last week and said, looks like I should give them a call, because they had, I think, 4 schools active and like 4 dental clinics. So I called them and I talked to the husband. The wife was the dentist. And I just told him who I was and that I've been working with another dental assistant school for about a year and getting them a lot of students. And he wanted to know how I was doing it. So, I hem-hauled around and told him how many we get, and that they went from 4 schools to, I think, 9 or 10 schools now, mainly because of me. And, of course, he was impressed. So he said, we need to get you here. Can you come to Raleigh? So last Thursday I went to Raleigh, and then him and his wife, and they tried like crazy to find out how he was getting all the students. In fact, one time, the dentist who owns all these said, "You're not using Craigslist, are you?" I go, "No, of course not." I had to say it, but you just have to be careful of that, because these people spend a lot of money on marketing, and they would have just jumped all over it. So anyway, long story short, I sent them a license agreement, basically a consulting agreement, because I don't trust these people, that once they find out how to do it, you have to be careful. They don't like paying marketers a large monthly fee, and the minute they think they have an employee that can do it cheaper, you're fired. So I decided to make a real simple license agreement, consulting agreement, that basically covers my butt, that everything that I tell them over the next, I guess, 3 months, I just wrote it up for 3 months to start with, is mine. It's proprietary. I don't know if it'll hold up in court, but, it scared them enough, and that, I won't steal his stuff, and he won't steal mine. At the end of, and during the 3 months, I won't work with another school. And then after that, you go your way, I go my way. If you like what I did, we'll renegotiate, and hopefully, I'll make twice that. But these people are aggressive. They go, they say, oh yeah, we want to have 10 schools, and well, great, that's fantastic. So it took me a couple phone calls to get his money, but I think yesterday or the day before, he gave me his credit card, and so we're just going to do $1,300. I'm just going to post for his 4 active schools. He's in where's he at? Fayetteville, Raleigh, Greensboro, and Columbia. So I'll get him a bunch of students, and he'll make a lot of money, and then I'll double the price, hopefully. or start more schools for them. But anyway, so that's a good deal. You just have to call them. And there's no real sales pitch. It's just, do you want more students? Can you handle more students, and are you willing to pay for them? That's it. It's either yes or no. And of course, when they start asking you questions, how you do it and where you do it, you just gotta, say, do you want more students or not? I'll send a contract over, and that kind of shuts them up. So, is everybody still with me? I hope. Take on it. Okay. I'm going. Yeah. Yes. All right. Thanks, Denise. All right. Now, here's the URLs that I made for this school project, and the Dental Assistant Academy is going to be, I think, my own online dental assistant school nationwide. I'll explain that later. The dental assistant has a problem because it has a lab to it, and that's why they want you to get a license, because about half the training is in a dentist office with a lab, and getting a license for a dentist to start a school in their office is a pain. I didn't know that, but it can take a year or more to get them a simple little license. It is a pain, but the people I've sold don't seem to mind. They just hang in there and they do other things, and they get their license. I help them get their license. I download all the forms for them from the state, and all that stuff, and they have to contact the state and send them in and go to orientation. But the ones that want a school, they really want a school, and they want it because they're tired of bending over people all day and fixing teeth. To be honest with you. And they want passive income, which means they want their dental assistants to do all the work, and they want to go on vacations. And they can't do that as a dentist unless they hire a dentist. But that's, $70,000, $80,000 a year or more. Dental assistants are $15 to $20 an hour. So that's why they like this concept. And so Start a Dental Assistant School is the one that I send all my dentists to when I send them an email, which I'm going to show you the email later. And in there I have proof of, 15 or 20 calls and the amount of calls I get other schools and, and all that stuff. And then I even have, at the bottom of it, I have, a countdown timer with the price of $7,995. And believe it or not, the dentists call up and say, how long is this discount going to last? And I go, well, probably last the rest of this week. And I swear to God, this one lady, she sent me a check in like 3 days. I mean, that's a true story. I'll show you her check right here. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah. She was so worried that she was going to have to pay $11,995. She just sent me a check. I was like shocked. Then I knew I had something. So, and she's totally happy. She can't even get a license until next spring. I don't even have to do any work for her. But I've given her a really nice website, and very nice website. So this is her website here that I'm building, stafford.dentalassistant.academy. It's a full-blown college theme that you could add 20 different courses on there if you want. Ali made it. for me. It's just awesome. It's not done yet. The Academy ones are not done. It's just a lot of work. So I'm hiring a web designer now to finish them all off. We're going to have video training on it and the whole 9 yards. So anyway, that is what's going on. There's the check. She sent me licensing fee. I sell them a license. I give them 10 to 40 mile radius, okay, depending on the size of the city. Here's some of the things that they get. You know, it's not all of it, but it's, you know, there's a lot to it. There really is. I mean, there's a lot to it. A lot of forms and that, and we give them all that, and a full curriculum. You know, all the documents they need to get a license. So they get a lot. They get a lot for $8,000. And why do they want one of these? Because each student's worth $3,000, and they don't have to work for it, and they can get a license, and it makes sense because they can do it right in their office. Okay, how do I market to dentists? Email and phone calls, and I've been accumulating dental lists for some time now. I think I've bought 3 of them. I buy the cheap ones, and I know they're not all good, but I put up with it because they're so cheap. And then I put them through an email verifier that I bought. It works pretty good, and you know, it scrapes out the bad ones, it gives me the good ones, but the rest of them, you know, do have phone numbers, so they all have phone numbers. So I think I've bought 3 different lists now, and you know, one was like 40-some thousand emails, and they were pretty good. You know, most of them were good. Another one had like 60,000 contacts, and only about 10,000 of the emails were good. And then this last one, I bought like 80,000 contacts, and I think only about 16,000 of the emails were good. But I didn't pay much for them, you know. So if you want perfect lists, you'll pay 20-25 cents a contact, and you know, I'm not going to do that. And, you know, you can scrape them all day long. You know, I've given you guys all my scrapers, so that's the way to go. And of course, I use AB bulk mailer to mail everything out, and I'm still using that. It's working good, which I've told you guys about before. So you can either buy some, scrape some, and then we have some call center software. I have one really good call center person in India, and I'll be using her next week. And I don't know if we'll get more callers to help you guys get leads or not, but it's possible. I mean, the price is so cheap over there. I mean, the amount you pay per hour to call and what you have to pay people is 1/10 of what we pay here. So it makes some sense to use a call center over there because it's so cheap if you can find a good person that has really good English. So that's up in the air. That's up in the air. But if you get a good calling person, you can really get you. She called 5 hours and got me 3 good dental leads to buy a school program from me. So I've been so busy I haven't even called them back yet. I feel bad about that. So, but that remains to be seen. How the call center goes. But I have made a lot of money with telemarketing before, years ago, and second. Which call center are you using? I'm using my own. We made one. We got our own software, free software, and we got our own automated dialer and our own software, and we integrated together and basically made our own. You can hold up to, I think, 100 agents. They all log in and can call from home. It's kind of sophisticated, but you know, it's really cheap. You can buy VoIP minutes there for, oh my God, 0.006 per minute. You know, I mean, it's just crazy how cheap it is. The hard part is just finding a person that speaks good English and can sell. But I have one. Okay. Where are we here? All right, let's get to the next thing, which is online training, online schools. I think this is so cool. I mean, you know, it's because, I mean, right now, you know, a lot of the big colleges are starting an online division. I mean, Phoenix.edu, they've been doing it forever, but now the other colleges are looking into it and starting it, and so the states don't really have any really tight licensing rules right now if you're totally online. And I mean that you don't employ anybody in their state. You don't have a physical location in their state. You know, you're just online, and you're totally online. You're selling information. You're sending them materials through the mail, or you're training online completely. And there's all kinds of specific rules and regs, but bottom line is most states you can teach most courses online without getting one of these state licenses. You can go ahead and get a national online distance license, which covers all the states, but usually that takes a couple of years. So, but I've been through all of this, and I went through all the states and the licensing because, you know, the dentist, that's the thing that they're afraid of the most, getting the license, because, you know, how governments are. They nickel and dime everything. So doing that, I learned all this about the licensing and the post-secondary licenses, and then the online national licenses. So I don't know what I'm going to end up teaching after dental assistant. I really don't know. I mean, maybe some internet marketing. I don't know. I don't know. But it's all the same. You just find a curriculum or make the curriculum yourself and find somebody that's certified in that field to teach. That's it. So this whole document here, I mean, you can, you know, kind of separates the ones here. That changed. Okay. Now this is the exact email that I send out to dentists to sell them or try and sell them a dental assistant school. Got a great response from it. Made 3 or 4 sales, and we, you know, after talking to them, I guarantee them to get a state license. I don't tell them it may take a year, but it's just a matter of sending forms back and forth and going through the hoops and all that. So, it's a real simple email, but with AB bulk mailer, they get in the inbox because, you know, all these contact names and random number and the sending time, and, you know, these are all make it each email kind of unique. And the big thing that really sold them was this link right here, the video link, which you guys should, click on that. Once you get the recording, click on that and look at it. It's a 6-minute video, and it's an awesome video that a friend of mine who owns this new video platform, Clips. It was Clips, and now it's in Vids. Did for me, and it really impressed these dentists. And I'm going to continue doing videos. I'm going to sell these high-ticket items with video. I'm going to sell everything with video. I've made my own studio, which I'm going to show you my setup here in a little bit. But when they called me, the very first thing they say is, "We looked at your video." That's it. Without that, I'm not sure they would have called me. So go look at the video. I'll show you how we did it, and it works. So at the end, I'm going to show you a link that you can get an account with this new video platform and start using it because he's a friend of mine. But I'm going to do more and more video, and I'll probably be talking about that as time goes on because it works. And so this is the email I sent out, and it's a template in AD Bulk Mailer, so it's nothing special or crazy. It's just real simple, and I even misspelled special, and it didn't matter. Okay, so that's the video, which in the replay you can get it and you guys can use it and all that kind of stuff. Here is my setup. This is my office. Here's 2 of my computers. I have 4 that I work with. And so this is a TV here. And a little green screen, an overhead light, backlight, and then 2 side lights. I got these off of Amazon, and they're not that really expensive, like $120 or something. So I haven't started using them yet. I just set them up all week, and but I'll be sending more videos out because now I have good lighting, and that's the most important part. So if you have any questions about this, just hit me up on the group meeting, Skype thing. Let me go back and make sure everybody's with me. Unable to click on video link. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. And let's see, what am I doing here? California is legal. California is you can pot's legal in California. What do you mean? What? All right, there is the link for the video platform that is unbelievably awesome. School is legit in California. Good. Yeah, I haven't done much in California, but I've is the school legit in California? I don't know. They have some rules and regs there. Okay. So there's the video set up. And now I'm going to go through a few slides about what you get within Vids. It just does everything. I mean, I use the, what's it called? I used the click-to-call call to action, and they called me right from the video, which is cool. So, yeah, that's what they called me on right there. It just pops right up. And then you can have your email pop up right from the video at any time you want. You can, if you want to schedule a meeting right from the video platform, it pops up. The calendar pops up. Text us. They can text you while watching the video. They can register for a webinar. They can email you straight from the video. You can have a PayPal integration, I guess. Is that right? Yeah. And you can purchase, that's just an Amazon link that pops up. You can sell the product right from Amazon. Comes right up on the video. And this is a video email message. You can write the text on it. Send it right from the system. I haven't used most of these features. I've been so busy from the first video I sent out. I haven't had time to use them, but I'm going to keep using them. That's for sure. And this is PayPal. You can charge right. If they like your video, they can just buy what you're selling right from the video. And you can password protect the video. You can share the video. And you can have them fill out a form. Please submit with as much insight as possible. If you want a form to pop up, right? Or an application. You can have an application pop right up on the video platform. So it's an awesome program. They've been working on it 2 years, and not too many people know about it, but I think it's the best one out there by far. What does your ads look like on Craigslist? I'm going to pull up this last slide, which is self-explanatory. It does have the link for the video, and I'll put this link in for the bulk mail. And okay, that's for the bulk mailer. Okay, I'm just going to leave this up. There's any question, what type of ad gets people to call the school? Well, you know, just main marketing. You know, be a dental assistant in 11 weeks. You know, I have, you know, I got about 30 or 40 ads, but open house ads, I guess, work the best. People love to go to open houses and get a gift. Those work the best. And Craigslist does open house ads the least. The ads don't really make much difference. I mean, I don't use any images anymore. They tend to get ghosted and flagged more than text ads. And sometimes I'll just use a text ad that has just, you know, 3 or 4 sentences. The key to Craigslist is just getting your ad live. not getting deleted or ghosted. That's the hard part. I mean, most people spend too much time on the ad, not enough time on posting a lot of ads that don't get ghosted or flagged. And you do that by using good IP addresses and picking the right cities. I don't go in big cities anymore. Big cities get looked at much closer than medium and small cities. So that tip alone will save you a lot of grief. I mean, they'll look at, you can put the same ad in Atlanta and another ad in, Macon, and the Macon one will stick for weeks or months, and the one in Atlanta will get deleted right away, just because they look at it so close and there's so much competition. So stick to smaller cities, no image ads, and you go where nobody else is, and you'll make a lot more money than going where everybody else is going. And so this final page is what? Yes. Do we pay PayPal to you 38 or the other guy on the page in India? Oh yeah, no, Anise, you don't need the new. If you no, I'm not. Anybody that's bought the Craigslist software now, the price isn't going up. That's just for new people that want to go with it. If you bought it from the beginning, you're going to get all the updates at $17 a month. Anybody new coming in will be $27, and then as we make it better and better, it's probably going to go up because it's so much work. I mean, so much work keeping it working when Craigslist makes a change. It's really amazing. But it saves you so much time, and there are a lot of people out there that really use Craigslist a lot. You don't realize it, but they're not internet marketers, but they NIPs. Yeah, it includes. We're going to integrate it with proxy rental. I've tried all kinds of proxies. Craigslist knows almost every proxy company out there, and if it's a static proxy, they're going to find out what it is and start ghosting your ads. You can get private IPs, but it's best to change your IPs too. And proxy rental changes their IPs every day. The lead generation school package is all the it's all the list of all the schools in the United States, all the links to the departments where the list of schools are. It's the license agreement that I charge, and it's the scripts that I use to sell the leads to the schools, and how to post on Craigslist for schools. I'm going to include 30 days worth of consult with any of these programs here, because you're going to need it. Usually I do that in my Skype mastermind, but I'll probably have another separate package for anybody that is into the school and the licenses and stuff like that. So the Craigslist software, it's new. It's going to go to $27 a month. The dental assistant school package, that includes everything you need to sell to a dentist, which is the curriculum, all the documents, the license agreement, the marketing package, everything that they need. Now, you'll be able to sell that as a reseller, not using it to resell yourself or sell it to somebody else. It has to be, stay in dental-assistant.academy, but you can sell it to every dentist in the country if you want and charge whatever you want. Now, the going rate for those is closer to 10 or 12,000 than 8,000. There's two other people that sell a package. They're dentists, and they usually, both of them charge $12,000. I just went in at 8 because I wanted to undercut them. So the lead generation is everything you need to know and get for the post-secondary schools, which schools make the most money, how to contact them, the agreement, what to charge them. The theme will be what the dental-assistant.academy theme is. It's so complex, it's amazing. You could start your own college with that theme. The license agreements are the consulting agreement that I made, and then the license agreement for a dentist to run his own dental assisting school. The dentist list, I kind of explain that I've kind of filtered out most of the good emails. There's at least 60,000 good emails in there, maybe more, and all the rest of the contacts have phone numbers, and then I can't think of anything else. If you want to buy anything, just go to PayPal and just send the amount of money on this page to me, and just write in when you send the money. It's for whatever product you're buying, and I'll send you the product back. I don't have any, sales pages now, or PayPal buttons, or none of that kind of stuff. I'm too busy with clients to do that. That's how you can tell I'm telling the truth. Because if I didn't have any clients, I'd have a phenomenal sales page and do all the other stuff that all the other guys do. But I don't, because I don't have time. But I still like sharing things that I've learned that I think are unique and different and make me money. So let me see if there's any other questions. Do you have any questions for the video platform? Because do you have a sales page for the dental assistant package? No, I don't. I don't have any sales page for it. I'm not even sure I'll ever have a sales page because I'd have to charge so much. I'm not, it's just too much information. It's real. It's a real business. It's not a bullshit WSO. I'm just being blunt. It's real. It's real. It's not, there's a demand for it, and you have very little competition, and so I'm just kind of throwing it out to you guys because I know most of you, and it's good. So if you have any questions about the video, my friend is here, and he can answer any questions about that too. But go ahead and give it a shot, and of course, you have my email if you have any questions about any of this. Hopefully the recording is working, and I'll send that out tomorrow to y'all. So what do you guys think? What about the curriculum? Yeah, the curriculum is part of the dental assistant school package. It's a dental assistant curriculum. It's 11 weeks, so I could find a dental assistant and setting up his own school and church. Yeah, absolutely. There's 275,000 dentists, and about 200, maybe 100 to 200 of them have a school. So there's passive income for them. Fritz, click the code.com. Huh? I gave it to him before. Yeah, the curriculum is no, I don't. Don't just school package license. Don't assistant school package. Our daily posting limits, number of ads. No, we're not going to have any limits on the number of posts or ads. We're not going to be like, you know, Cloud Genius or anything else. Now, proxy rental will limit, you know. No, proxy rental is not included. That's a separate price, depending on how many ads you want to post. I think you can post 35 ads a day, and it's $15 a week. But you just believe me, you'll save so much time because more ads will go live with proxy rental. I wish there was another IP company that worked as good, but I don't think there is. So you just do all the paperwork for them to get set up to open the school. Yep. You give them the curriculum, okay? You give them the marketing package. You can teach them how to do Craigslist marketing. They probably won't do it, so you're going to get that business also, you know, after they open the school and they figure out they can't do it. Give them all the forms and documents they need to get a license and run their school. You know, the operations part, you know, all that stuff. How to answer the phone, how their assistant should answer the phone, how they check in a client, you know, student. The curriculum is basically the teaching module. They just go through that. And, you know, the lab part, the dentist just uses their own office. And to teach them the lab part. And then they get $3,000 plus the students can get full reimbursement from if they're in the armed forces, their husband is in the armed forces, the spouse gets full reimbursement, and then unemployment offices will reimburse most people if they have a certain low enough income. They'll get full reimbursement, $3,000 through the unemployment office in almost all the states. So that'll cover maybe 30%. No Pell Grant money. Just you get Care Credit. We'll finance these people. It's just a finance company. Care Credit, WIA, and MyCIA, which is military, unemployment, Care Credit, and then your own in-house financing. That's the only bad thing. These schools do not get any. They don't get any money, any government money. You have to have a different kind of license. You know, a full-blown education license for that. A tech college. That's the only bad thing, but it hasn't stopped these other schools. Because it's only 10 or 11 weeks, and that's what these students want. They want to do it, get it over with, and get a job. And that's what all these short courses are. They're short, quick, get in and out, get your education, and go look for a job. So that's why it works. So I will send you guys the replay. Any other questions? If you do, you know where to find me. You guys like the material? All right. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Paul. Have a great night. Any questions, hit me up on the Skype group. Okay? Okay. Bye. Bye, Bob. See you, Phil.